Today's match is brought to you by Direct Waste Management Limited and Orca Telecom. Well, the Highland League is full of characters, and Nora the Scotty is an interesting addition to the mix this season, the brand new Wick Academy mascot adding to his increasing number of fans over on the far side. Well, an indifferent start to the season for both Cove Rangers and Wick Academy, both losing midweek, Cove in the league and Wick Academy on North of Scotland Cup duty. An early test for Sean McCarthy as the home side look to get going once more. It's McAllister trying to send a cross in, or was that a shot? It's gone wide nonetheless. Blair Yule heads it on. Cove looking to advance once more. It's McAllister. Sends the ball in, hacked away to safety. Connor Scully wants it. And it's gone behind for a throw-in. Here come Wick with Harrison. Doing well to get away from his man. And let that one go on the far side for a throw-in. McCaddy. A good ball in from McCaddy. Weir was the target, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. Forward come Cove Rangers. They win a corner, and it comes from Scully. Shout for a handball. Scully gets the shot in, it's saved by McCarthy. This is Jamie Lennox progressing well. It's Jamie Lennox with the shot. Well, spilled by McCarthy and has gone behind for another corner. And it comes towards the back post. And that was a header from Alan Redford. And he really should do better. McCarthy with the long ball forward. Daniel Park caught out by Grant Campbell. It's Grant Campbell for Wick. And drills the ball across the face of Sandy Wood's goal. Long ball forward. It's Connor Scully and Ross Allen wrestling for the ball. The referee has given the free kick the way of the home side. And has a quick word with Allen. Connor Scully with a short free kick. And it comes from Daniel Park, straight into the gloves though of Sean McCarthy. Long ball forward once more. Up goes Allen. And down goes Connor Scully. And the referee this time has no option but to flash the yellow card in the direction of Ross Allen. Connor Scully with it. Straight at McCarthy. An easy take for the former Ross County youngster. There's ex-Cali Thistle man Roy McBain. Cut out by Campbell. Weir moves it on. It's Davie Allan. On to McCaddy. McCaddy doing well. Wins a corner. It's quickly taken by Wick. Straight to Stevie Cunningham. And that's a fantastic strike from Cunningham. And Wick Academy are in front on the half hour. A quickly taken corner. Straight to Stevie Cunningham. And we'll look at the replay. How did he manage to squeeze the ball in at the near post? Fantastic strike. A very, very narrow angle. But Wick have the lead. And well deserved, you may say. Here's McCaddy. On the overlap is Davie Allan. Allan doing well. Trying to drill the ball across the face of goal. It's eventually cleared by Cove. Weir with the flick on. Oh, that's a short back pass. Davie Allan could be in. He's rounded the goalkeeper. And there's no player in black and white to convert inside that penalty box. Forward by McCarthy. Weir jumping. Allan spraying it out wide to Harrison. And it's Stephen Harrison with the effort. And it's gone wide. Well, Wick certainly have their tails up now. Michael Stephen flicks it forward. Weir tries to flick it on. Cove will come again. It's a long ball forward. Out to the far side. In comes a cross, and that is Roy McBain with the effort. And it's over the crossbar of Sean McCarthy. Just couldn't keep his shot down, McBain. Park with the cross. Towards the back post for Scully. And once more safely into the gloves of McCarthy. Here's Ross Allan. Inside to the goal scorer, Cunningham. Wick come once more. That's lovely from Harrison. On to Weir. And Gary Weir tries the shot at goal. It's saved by Sandy Wood. Well, Cove trying to end the half with a flourish. It's Connor Scully on the far side. Doing well. Gets his cross in. Knocked away by Farker. Only as far as Jamie Lennox. That's a great save. Down low by Sean McCarthy. Outstretched the ankle and prevented it going goalwards. Wick once more on the attack at the start of this second half. It's Allan. Good cross in from Allan. Headed away to safety. Gary Weir still has the ball for Wick. Well, McBain has gone with him. And that's excellent from McBain to win the ball back. And Cove have possession on the far side, and the Cove Rangers fans want some sort of response from their side. Here's Dean Laurie. Goes inside. Jonny Smith turns, fires towards goal. That's a good save in the tricky conditions from McCarthy. In comes the corner, and it's headed way over. And Laurie the Scotty will be a happy Scotty so far. As the rain continues to hammer down. Gary Weir, lovely ball over the top. The caddy was onto it. Couldn't find the target. Laurie. Up the line for Jamie Lennox. Jonny Smith has come across. Laurie once more. Helping the ball on. Lennox has won a free kick. The yellow card has gone the way of Grant Stephen. Laurie helps the ball back in. That's a header from McAllister. The ball still in Cove possession. With Jonny Smith trying his luck. Smith once more. On the far side. That's a lovely ball in from Smith. It might fall at the feet of Daniel Park, but out comes McCarthy. Wick doing well to see off the advances of Cove so far. That's a lovely ball for Harrison. Out comes Sandy Wood and just gets enough on it. That's a lovely long ball forward. And it was Davie Allan onto it. Out comes Sandy Wood. Might have taken a knock in the process. Davie Allan going back the way. Forward come Wick once more. Gary Weir wants it. Sends it back to Davie Allan. It's Davie Allan. Right foot, left foot. Oh, that's wonderful from Davie Allan. Over the top of the goalkeeper. And Sandy Wood had absolutely no chance with that one. Well, Davie Allan, rightly so, deserves the plaudits from his teammates. Did ever so well to get away from Blair Ewell and left the goalkeeper with absolutely no chance. Blair Ewell for Cove Rangers. Now the sub at Barrie Stephen. He's got the better of Allan on the far side. It's Barrie Stephen, gets the ball into the box and it's helped away to safety. Smith for Scully. Pulls the trigger. He's helped away to safety. Pressure still on though. Darryl Nicol wins a corner. In comes the corner. Still the Scotties look solid at the back. Park. It's Connor Skilly on the far side. Drilled in and over the crossbar. Grant Campbell winning the ball back for Wick on the halfway line. He's doing well, Campbell. He's done ever so well. Still Grant Campbell. Gets the ball into the box, looking for McCaddy. It's helped away to safety. Gary Weir was there. The shot comes in, and that's a good save low down by Sandy Wood. Smith doing well to find Stephen. In comes across from Barrie Stephen. Connor Skilly's at the back post, and that's a good save from McCarthy. Davie Allan trying to find Gary Weir. Lovely ball forward. Gary Weir lurking on the edge of the 18. It's Gary Weir doing well to get away from his man, and Gary Weir knocks it past the goalkeeper for number 3. Well, you could see him lurking on the edge of the 18-yard box. Roy McBain committed himself. Gary Weir strolled past him, then Darren Kelly, and easily beat Sandy Wood. Scully. It's not been a great afternoon for Cove Rangers. It's been a fantastic afternoon for Wick Academy, and well and truly deserved the 3 points with 3 goals. That pretty much just sums up the afternoon for the home side. Darren Kelly launches the ball forward. That's hit first time. That's a good save from McCarthy. And he's done well. I'm sure the Wick Academy supporters would like to see their goalkeeper end the game with a clean sheet. We're just into stoppage time at the moment as Kelly heads on. Forward come Cove once more. But it's Wick still on the attack. Way over the crossbar of Sandy Wood. Wood with the restart. Finding Barrie Stephen on the far side. It's Stephen, looks up, picks his man, and there's Smith with a header. And there's a consolation goal for Cove Rangers deep into stoppage time. Well, it was simple. The ball from the goalkeeper found Barrie Stephen. He looked up, and really Smith couldn't miss from that range. And you feel sorry for Wick just losing that goal. They deserved a clean sheet, but they'll get the 3 points nonetheless. A fantastic performance from the Scotties. It finished Cove Rangers 1, Wick Academy 3.
Oh, it was a fantastic win for us to start with. It was quite tight early on, and then once we got the goal, we finally settled down a little bit. We got a bit organised. It was quite a difficult 4-3-3 they were playing, whereas we were playing the flat 4-4-2, so we struggled at first with the middle area of the park. But once we got the message on the park, I think we looked quite comfortable. Second half, didn't really look like conceding there, and unfortunately conceded so late on, last kick of the ball. It's quite a shame. I think the boys are a bit gutted by it, but I think it's the first win they've had in 10 years down here, so it's quite impressive. It was just a fantastic performance from every single player in that park, and Cove, it was a real test today against a team that they're changing the way they're playing. They used to be a very long ball football, but they're very tidy players on the ball, and they're really trying to work that 4-3-3. And like I said, it's very difficult to try and get used to that formation. You don't see that very often in the Highland League.
I thought the first half there was no much in it, and they scored a bit against the run of play, I felt, and did cause us problems on the break. But second half there was only 1 team in it, and as soon as they got the second goal, we let our heads go down and we didn't perform at all.
And 3 great goals.
Oh, 3 fantastic goals, 3 fantastic goals. Davie Allan's especially the second one. He's managed to lob him, which is brilliant. And Chucky's came back from having 3 games out. He's came back, improved a point. We were short today, he's came in. Big Lucas is away on holiday for a week, and he's got himself a goal there before he got subbed off.
I thought the boys were brilliant today. We were a bit unlucky to lose the goal at the end. They were putting pressure on quite heavily near the end, so I thought we did brilliant. Like everyone front to back, we all did well. There's a few players that we were short of today, so the subs came on and did their bit.
Just a good goal from yourself as well. Do you want to talk us through it?
Yeah, this was Gary Manson. He was floating in about that area. I don't know what he was doing there, but I just played the ball into me. I shielded it off the defender. The guy kind of dived in, so managed to just side foot it past him and then in the bottom corner.
Do you think that second goal was the crucial point?
Well, I think we'd had a few attempts in goal first half and hadn't necessarily gone our way. I think we lacked a bit of belief second half. And once the second one went in, it just confirmed that again. But I think, from my point of view, you're playing here. 2 goals is nothing. You can turn that around, no bother at all. So I was disappointed we showed lack of belief, and there's no real hunger, and the better team won the game.
And hunger's not something you've been lacking at home recently. You've had plenty of chances in the last couple of games. What was different today?
Well, I think that we didn't take the opportunities when they came along. We played a different formation today, 4-3-3, so that was something we were having a look at, just trying it out. It worked in part, but it didn't work well enough for us. We had 1 or 2 opportunities, but Wick got the break with their goal, slight deflection. We could have prevented it quite easily by getting somebody out to him quicker. Second half again, we could have defended the goal better. So I think frustrated defensively we didn't do well. We've been doing not too bad that way. But disappointed with the lack of belief in the second half.
Yeah, the work rate was brilliant, and it's been good to see that the last 3 games. Fraserburgh, from Martin, Brora there on Tuesday night, and to bounce back from quite a hard defeat there on 2-1 to Brora it was good to see a performance like that today.
Rothes went in search of their first win under new manager Rab Mulheron to Lossiemouth last Wednesday night, but they'll have to wait a little bit longer as the home side picked up all 3 points. They opened the scoring in the first half. Great ball in from Scott Wilson and the tiniest of touches from Ryan Farker to beat Ricky Horn in the Rothes goal. Now, Lossie thought they doubled their lead in the first half. Great ball in from Green and Scott Dunn's header ruled offside. Number 2 duly arrived in the second half. Sean Scott with a wonderful finish and off the post. Tempers started to flare on the pitch. Craig Sim had to flash a yellow card in the direction of Yao Rodriguez, and tempers started to flare in the dugout too. Now watch this for a moment of magic from Sean Scott. Wonderful. However, Sean Scott may want to look away now. How's that for a sitter? Well, Lossie looked good throughout, and Ricky Horn had to be alert here to keep them at bay. Rothes might have got back in at the death, this one striking the crossbar from close range. And once more the tackles were flying in. Craig Sim had his work cut out. Jordan McBain might have made it 3 late on. Good defending from Rothes, and as you can see, Craig Sim had a very eventful evening in Lossiemouth. Let's have a look at the league tables then. Inverurie Loco is still out in front on 22 points after an excellent 3-0 win at home to Fort William. Brora Rangers left it late in game of the weekend. They were away to Fraserburgh, winning the game 3-2. Xander Sutherland with a hat-trick and a sealed victory 6 minutes from time. For Martin were home winners against Lossiemouth. Turriff also picked up 3 points at home. They jump above Fraserburgh after they beat Clachnacudden. Forest Mechanics 2-0 winners away to Devon Vale, continuing their good run of form. Wick Academy, as we saw in the highlights, move above Cove Rangers after their win at Allen Park, and Bucky Thistle could only manage a 2-2 draw at home with Strathspey Thistle. Into the bottom half of the table, Nairn County join Clachnacudden on 11 points after their win away to bottom of the table Huntly, and Keith were 5 home winners at home to Rothes.